What if the most powerful answers to your biggest life questions weren't out in the world, but hidden in the silence you've been avoiding? In a world that never stops talking, one young woman learns that pausing to listen might be the bravest and most life-changing choice she'll ever make. The late afternoon sun filtered softly through the tall oak trees lining the edge of Whitmore Park. Birds chirped above, and the smell of cut grass lingered in the air. Audrey had just finished her daily walk, sneakers crunching softly against the gravel path, when she spotted a familiar figure sitting alone on a bench. "Patricia," she called out, her voice unsure at first. The young woman looked up, startled, then broke into a tired smile. "Miss Audrey," she said, brushing her dark hair behind her ears. "Wow, I didn't expect to see anyone I knew today." Audrey smiled, walking toward her. "Mind if I sit?" Patricia shook her head. "Please." They sat in silence for a moment, the kind of silence that wasn't awkward, but thoughtful. "You okay?" Audrey asked gently. Patricia exhaled sharply. "Not really. I just needed air. Life's loud and exhausting. I feel like I've been sprinting through every day since I graduated. Work's overwhelming. My friends are constantly comparing who's doing what. Social media's just noise. And honestly, I don't even know what I'm trying to accomplish anymore." Audrey turned to her, nodding slowly. "That's a lot to carry. And you're not alone. Many young adults feel exactly that way, like they're spinning in every direction without really going anywhere." Patricia laughed, but it was dry. "It's like everyone else is doing something amazing, and I'm just barely holding it together. I feel guilty when I stop, like I'm falling behind if I'm not doing something productive every minute." Audrey looked out over the quiet pond in the distance, its surface still and reflective. "You know," she said, "it's strange how we've come to believe that stillness means failure, that quiet equals being lost. But what if the opposite is true?" Patricia looked at her, eyebrows raised. "What do you mean?" Audrey leaned back. "When I was about your age, I burned out. I had a new job, side projects, volunteer commitments. I thought success meant movement, constant progress. But all that noise, it kept me from hearing myself. I didn't even know what I wanted. I just knew what the world expected of me." Patricia's eyes softened. "That's exactly how I feel. I can't tell where my voice ends and everyone else's begins." Audrey nodded. "One weekend, out of desperation, I turned everything off. Phone, TV, email. I went to a cabin a friend lent me. Just me, some journals, and the sound of the wind." "That sounds kind of terrifying," Patricia admitted. "Oh, it was," Audrey smiled. "At first, the silence was unbearable. I kept reaching for distractions. But slowly, something shifted. I started writing. Not for work or school, just for me. I noticed my thoughts, my breathing. I even heard birds I hadn't realized lived in the trees near the cabin." Patricia leaned in, curious. "But what did it do for you?" Audrey looked at her, eyes calm and steady. "It gave me clarity. I stopped reacting to life and started responding. I realized I'd been chasing goals I didn't even care about, just because I thought I was supposed to. The silence stripped away the noise of expectation, and underneath it was me, my truth." Patricia fell quiet again, this time thoughtful. "But what if the silence shows me things I don't like regrets, doubts, failures?" "It will," Audrey said. "But those are the pieces we need to face. Ignoring them doesn't make them disappear. It just lets them run our lives in the background. In silence, you meet your shadows and your strength. You begin to heal by hearing yourself clearly." Patricia looked down at her hands. "I think I'm scared of what I'll find." Audrey gently touched her arm. "Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's choosing to listen anyway. Start small. 10 minutes a day. No phone. No music. Just sit. Walk. Breathe. Let your thoughts come and go. You don't have to judge them, just observe. Patricia nodded slowly, eyes glassy. No one ever taught me how to do that. I know, Audrey said softly. But now you know where to start. They sat in silence for another few minutes, listening to the wind rustle the leaves, to distant laughter, to the occasional splash of a duck landing on the pond. Eventually, Patricia smiled. I feel a little lighter, she said. That's the thing about silence, Audrey replied. It doesn't shout to fix you. It simply invites you back to yourself. Patricia stood and hugged her old teacher. Thank you for showing up. For listening. Audrey smiled, watching Patricia walk down the path with more intention in her step. As she turned back toward the pond, Audrey whispered, mostly to herself, the answers are always there. You just have to get quiet enough to hear them. Moral of the story. The world may be loud, but your truth speaks softly. In the stillness, you rediscover who you are, and in that rediscovery, you find your strength. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it makes your life a little better. Please leave a comment. I look forward to hearing from you.